Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this week's video, I'm going to show you guys my weekly P&L breakdown. So I'm going to go through my 4 days of trading. Monday was President's Day, so the market was closed. We only had 4 days of trading this week. I'm going to go through every single day with you guys, and I'm going to go through one trade each day. I actually took a lot of losses today. I still ended up coming out green, but I did take a couple losses. So for today's trade, I'm actually going to go through one of my losses and exactly what I did wrong. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys. So the first trade that I took on Monday, or the only trade that I took, on Tuesday, the only trade that I took was with Virgin Galactic. SPCE is the ticker, and it was on an overall uptrend on Tuesday. So every pullback and push up was a great entry for a scalp. Now, where I entered the stock, I'm going to show you right here. So the stock is on an uptrend throughout the day. Obviously missed most of these scalps right here. So the stock pushes up here. Now I'm watching the stock at this point. It creates a resistance level at 35.90. So when you're watching the stock, that's where your resistance point is. And it's an area of resistance because the stock pushed up. And then right at this candle, at the 1047 candle, the stock was rejected and it started to pull back. You can tell that this is a pullback and not a strong reversal because volume starts to die down. There's not a lot of volume right around this area. So this is a high probability trade if the stock starts to push up again. Now on this trade, I got in SPCE at 1053. So on this candle right here, you can see that this candle closed above this 35.90 level. So the next candle didn't fully open above my 35.90 level, but volume started to spike. At that time, I did see the bid side start to stack up close to that 35.90 level and the ask to step down. So I entered the stock at 1053. Volume started to spike as well, like I said. So I got out of this So I got out of this trade at 1057. So right on this candle here. Now I could have waited for the first red candle to open on high volume. But since it was my first time trading this stock, I wasn't comfortable holding it through like a red candle. So I was comfortable getting out on this stock on the push up just to lock in my profits. So I got out at 1057. So I bought this stock at a premium price of $4.80, which cost me a total of around $7,200 on this trade. And I made a profit of $1,350. So almost a 20% profit on this trade, I believe. And it was only a 4-minute trade. This was a really easy textbook trade here. Stock's on an uptrend. It had a catalyst. I think they had created a new spaceship or something along those lines, and they had recently moved it to a new area. So it did have a strong catalyst, which was why the stock was on a rally. That's why the stock was on my watch list to begin with. And then, so there's your catalyst for the stock. If you miss a rally on the stock, you wait for a pullback and get in on the next push up. This was a really easy play to take here. And I'm going to go over one of my Tesla trades with you guys. It was probably the first trade I took on Tesla for the day. And all right, so this is Tesla on February 19th, which was Wednesday. Okay, so Tesla moved pre-market to a pre-market high of 934, so that's why it was on my watch. 219, yeah. So it had moved pre-market to a high of 934, and that's why it was on my main watch for Wednesday. So I got in on Tesla at 11:15. So let's go ahead and take a look at what was going on at 11:15. So you can see the stock was on an overall uptrend. And every kind of pullback, like I said again here, every pullback here would have been a nice entry for a scalp. I waited until about this area. It looks like right here. So what level I would have set here if I was watching Tesla. So you can see that Tesla was on an uptrend right here, and right here it created an area of resistance. So immediately that is going to be my intraday resistance on Tesla. So this level is the 938.91 level, and you can see that the stock started to consolidate right after it created this area of resistance. Stock then consolidates, and then right around here the volume starts to pick up just slightly right here and then dies down again. So it's still trying to break, but it is testing that area. Now, right on this candle here, the 11:15 candle, you can see that this 11:14 candle closed above the level that I had set here, the 938.91 level. the previous intraday resistance. This 11:14 candle opened this 11:14 candle closed above the level that I had set, my resistance level. So now what I'm waiting for is for volume to pick up, because volume is still pretty low. Volume to pick up, buyers to step in on level 2, and time in sales. You want to see the bid side stack up against the ask size. So you want to see the bid sizes go up, the ask sizes go down, as well as those bigger orders on time in sales at that 938 91 level. So you can see on this candle, 11:14 candle closed above your level. The next candle opens above your level. This is the candle that I entered Tesla on. Volume spiked on this candle, and at that point, level 2 was showing that buyers were stepping in on the bid side around this 938 resistance that I had set. I got it on Tesla at 11:15 with 20 contracts at a strike price of $9.40 and a premium price of $28.60, which cost me a total of $57,200 on this trade, and I made a total profit of $8,100 on this trade. I got out at 11:20. So right at the open of this red candle, it had created a high of the day. The candle turned red. Volume was a little bit high on this candle too, so I got out right at the open of this candle. It was a quick 5-minute scalp. Also, if you would have watched this on the 5-minute time frame, let's just take a look at what it was doing at that 5-minute time frame as well, so you guys can kind of see. So this is the 11:15 to 11:20 candle. The 5-minute 11:20 candle also opened red on pretty decent volume, so I was comfortable getting out on this candle. I do watch on the 5-minute and 1-minute when I'm in a stock. I enter and exit on the 1-minute, but when I'm holding a stock, I do like to watch it on the 5-minute. You're more confident holding through those small 1-minute red candles when you're watching on the 5-minute time frame. Like I said, I made a profit of $8,100 on this trade, so it was about a 15% profit on this trade. And yeah, on Thursday, I made a total of $16,760, and one of the biggest trades that I took was with DPZ, Domino's Pizza. And Domino's had announced earnings. They crushed their earnings, and the stock rallied pre-market to an all-time high, I believe. So I was watching the stock. Someone actually told me to watch the stock. It wasn't on my original watch list. But since the stock was rallying, I decided to watch it, and I had a level set, intraday level set at 370. So you can see right here that the stock created a resistance level, retested again, retested again. So I set the resistance, one at this candle right here, and then one at the 370 candle, because later you can see that it tested closer to the 370 instead of this 375. So this was a stronger level for me, the 370 versus the high of this wick, which is just just doesn't make sense to me. So you guys want to pay attention to what makes sense. If you're looking at this stock and you're watching it for an intraday entry, if you look at it, this wick up here doesn't make any sense. It's the beginning of the day. Stocks do anything at the open, so you really don't want to pay attention too much to that. But you can see that on this candle, this makes more sense. This 370 level makes more sense. You can see candle tested right here, tested once more, and then tested 3 times before it finally broke. So this level doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to take that off. This 370 level looks like a stronger level. So I entered DPZ. At 9:57. I was watching the 370 level. And you can see at 9:57, so let's zoom in here. So at 9:56, this candle broke the level, closed above the 370 level I had set. Volume started to pick up. And then right here at this 9:57 candle opened above the level, and it opened on higher volume. The bid side was showing buyers stepping in around that 970 level. So I decided to buy this stock at 9:57. I bought this stock at 9:57. I bought it at a premium price of $4.80 and a strike of $3.80, and I bought 30 contracts. That cost me around $14,400. I sold all of my contracts at 10 o'clock. So I sold all of my contracts at 10 at the open of this red candle. The candle opened on pretty high volume, and it had created a high of the day, so I was comfortable getting out right on the open of this candle. Now, I probably should have gotten out on the push of this candle, just because this is the first time I traded this stock, so I really shouldn't have waited for a red candle. I should have just gotten out on the push. I should have just gotten out on the push and taken my profits, but I did wait for this candle. I made a total profit of $6,300 when I sold at 10 o'clock on this trade. So it was almost a 45% profit, I believe, on this trade. So this was a great trade for the day. Today's day, I'm going to tell you guys about today. Today was something else. So I'm going to show you a trade I took on Tesla, which really, no. So today, Friday the 21st. I think it's the 21st. Yes. Today the market literally kicked my ass. I was up around $6,600 in the beginning of the day when the market took a dump, and then I decided to trade during the choppiness as well, and I ended up being down close to around $7,000. So I gave back all my profits, and then I gave back more. I took a loss on Amazon. I took multiple losses on Tesla. I took a loss on Nvidia. All of my P&L will also be posted on my Instagram, so you guys can take a look. But yeah, I took a lot of losses. I ended up making back most of those losses later in the day with Tesla. It took another drop later in the day, and I ended up taking scalping it a couple times and making up some of those losses. A lot of mental stress. I actually shouldn't have traded today at all. I wasn't mentally prepared to trade, and I did anyways. So after I took that $6,600 profit, I should have just stepped away, but I kind of over traded for the day. And yeah, so I ended up taking multiple losses. I got out with a total of $440. I'm going to go through one of the trades I took with Tesla. It was a loss actually that I took on Tesla, and I got it on Tesla, and it was actually I got in on I got caught in a false breakout. So I always tell you guys when I trade, I wait for one candle to break below or above my level, and the next candle to open below or above my level. Now with Tesla, I am really comfortable trading Tesla, but sometimes I'm too comfortable and I get in too early and it's a false breakout, especially during a choppy market, and Tesla had no catalyst today. So it was just really poor trading. I knew I shouldn't have done that, but I did it anyways, and I ended up taking a loss. See that the stock is on an overall downtrend here in the morning. It dropped in the morning. I traded Tesla at 9:53 to 9:55. So let's go ahead and take a look. So you can see that the stock is in an overall downtrend. I did catch some of this right here, which is why I was up on the day, with Tesla, and then I ended up giving it back. But I got in on Tesla at 9:53 and I got out at 9:55, and I bought puts with Tesla, and I bought 30 contracts worth of puts on Tesla at a strike price, at a premium price of $7.85. The premium ended up going to $5.30 because I took a loss. It ended up reversing on me. So right here you can see that stock's on an overall downtrend, consolidates. I missed this push down on this candle. I didn't like this push, to be honest. This candle took a lot of the trade already. And this candle didn't open below it, so I wasn't comfortable getting in on the trade. Now, so right here is another area as another pullback in my opinion. So now what I was watching is for it to push past this area, this level of 884. Now, the problem is that this candle, this is why you wait for a confirmation candle to open after one of the candles pushes past your level. Don't get in on the breakout candle, you wait for a confirmation candle. What that means is this candle, and I've told you guys that this is how I trade before, I wait for one candle to close above or below my level, and the next candle to open above or below that level. This candle pushed past this 884 level that I had set here. The problem is that I didn't wait for the close of this candle and the open of the next candle. I got in on this candle at the 9:53. It was a really, really bad trade. I don't know why I took it, to be honest. It was a false breakout. I didn't wait for confirmation. This candle opened red, it did push down, and then it ended up reversing on me, and I got out at 9:52. And I got out of this, and I actually got out of this trade at 9:55. So I got out right here after it pushed back to this previous resistance, or this previous level of support that I had set, which is now my resistance. and I ended up taking a hefty loss. It was around $7,000 on this. I just got caught in a false breakout. I thought I was smarter than the market. There wasn't really a strong catalyst for Tesla for me to be entering in on the breakout candle. That's why it's always really, really important, no matter how confident you are with a stock, to wait for a confirmation candle before you enter. You shouldn't enter on a breakout candle. So because of this, I did end up taking a $7,000 loss. But like I said, I made it up later in the day. And I ended up being green on the day and making around $440. All right, guys, so that's it for this week's video. Thank you again so much for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and subscribe to my page for weekly content. If you have any ideas on videos that you'd like to see, go ahead and comment down below or shoot me a DM. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in next week's video.